Alright, let's go. You can tell the Indian Scout Bobber 20, if you can see, is at 501 miles. Go down the road here and get the first oil change done. We're going to take the back road. My appointment's not for another hour. This way will take me about 30 to 40 minutes to get there. But if you're on time, you're late. I always try to get everything early. So my name is Michael. I live in Fort Myers, Florida. I have this 22 Scout Bobber 20 and this great blue-gray color. I think they call it stealth gray. And I have a white Challenger 2021 Dark Horse. Which we'll do some rides on that here in the near future. Been riding this bike a lot just to get it to its first service. It's all stock except for the pipes. Put some GP shorties on it, so it's ridiculously loud, but it sounded like a sewing machine with the stock pipes on it. Love this bike. Wife and I special ordered it. Only took about 5 weeks for it to come in, which was surprising. I know a lot of people have been looking at like 5 months and stuff for some of the bigger bikes. But yeah, we ordered it. Added the messenger bag, luggage rack on the rear fender, little fly screen. That's all we've added on it. Got, like I said, got all that from the factory. 5 weeks. So kudos to India, at least on this bike. But this is my second Scout. I had a regular full-size Scout Icon a couple years ago, stage 1, which I'll eventually do to this bike as well. They're quick, but stage 1 is a definitive difference. I and the performance of the bike. Oh, one more thing, I got the comfort seat. Have to get the comfort seat. Even on a regular Scout, you don't have comfort seat. Trust me, it's the best money you can spend on one of these bikes. Even more so than the performance. My original Scout had a Rogue seat on it. That thing was horrible. Probably part of the reason I ended up getting rid of it. Traded it in for my Challenger, in fact, but wife wanted to learn how to ride, and I always like having a smaller bike around. Just zip around town on and have some fun on. Not saying the Challenger's not fun, it's just a bigger bike. My driveway is really steep, so I have to do like a 17-point turn in my garage to ride it down, because I'm only 5'6", and don't feel comfortable backing the Challenger down the steep driveway. So my dealership is Stu's of Fort Myers. They have another branch located, I think, in Fort Lauderdale. Great company, great dealership. People are great, super helpful. Obviously, Indian, much like every other motorcycle company, has got nickel and dime to death on parts or service. I call Stu's the $1,000 shop just because every time I go there I ask, what's this cost? What's this cost? $1,000, or pretty dang close to it. So gonna do the stage 1 to this eventually. Was gonna do it today, but we're going on vacation. Going out to Santa Fe, so never been to New Mexico. Been to Arizona a few times as a kid. So we're going to go out there and check it out. Get away from some of this rain. So saving money for the trip. When I get back, I'll probably either stage 1 this or put the mid-rise bars on my Challenger. So on the Challenger I'll go into more depth, but I do have the white Dark Horse, Lloyd's Tune, Tab Zombies, to put some custom dynamic tail bag lights on it and some lights under the tank for added visibility at nighttime. But we'll cover that bike more in another video when I'm riding it. Let's talk about this Scout Bobber. This thing is phenomenal. I love it even more than my first Scout, and I think it's mostly because of the styling, but the mini apes make such a huge difference. And I really like the wire wheels on the 20, that's why we got it. But it's a really fantastic motorcycle. I really think the Scout Bobber is the best made bike in Indian's line. Everybody's going to have their own opinion, of course. But don't get me wrong, I love my Challenger. That thing is super fun, super comfortable. But you can tell it's a newer bike in the lineup. It's got little things that they could definitely improve on. Some of the fit and finish stuff, but with the This thing is so well built, so much fun. So this video is actually being brought to you by something else I kind of want to go over. The Sena 50C. So far it's been kind of cool being able to listen to music on the Harman Kardon speakers. While filming in 4K. I don't think I'm filming in 4K right now because you don't get the image stabilization in 4K. But you have the capabilities of doing so. It's pricey, over $500. You know, I know I could have got a GoPro for the same amount, but I kind of wanted to test this out just because I'll show you watching motorcycle vlogs. You know, everybody's pretty much got the same setup. So I just wanted to try to do something a little different. Plus, if I wanted to film any sound on the GoPro as far as me talking, I don't know how to do that. I'm not super tech savvy. I just ride motorcycles. So definitely not a Mr. Fix-It either. I'll add little stuff to the bike, like I got some crash bars for this, for when the wife wants to practice. Throw the crash bars on the bike. So stuff like that I do. Put pipes on, stuff like that. But anything mechanical, these things are under warranty. I'm going to the dealership. You know, some people are like, I don't ride it if you can't fix it. Well, there is that. And I somewhat agree with that. I had a motorcycle, a 2002 Honda Shadow, as my first bike. And tinkered with it, you know, spark plugs, oil changes, bled the brakes, changed the brake. So I guess I can do it. But like I said, it was an old used bike to get comfortable with it. So it's not like I'm scared so much to do it as why take the chance with something new and end up paying more to fix it. So I just let them take care of the service stuff. But anyway, enough of me rambling about my abilities and inabilities. I don't know if the sound of this exhaust is coming through, but it's a steady rumble in your ears. So I usually have the music blasting, but obviously for YouTube's sake, got to watch the copyright infringement. So on these vlogs, unfortunately, won't be listening to any music. But back to the motorcycle. So it's the full size 1133cc. You know, forward controls. .100 horsepower. All that good stuff that you can find online. I'm not. Everybody does those videos. Going through specs. I don't want to be the spec guy. I want to be the ride guy. Have some fun on the bike. Show you guys my hometown. Fort Myers, Florida. those of you just witnessed that. Like, oh, you're shifting so early. Well, like I said, I haven't gotten the oil change yet, so I haven't been really babying the bike. I'm not one of those people, but I try to set my shifts around 42 to 4,500 until I get it really where I want it to be, and then to get the oil change today. Ripping and running on this thing for sure. So I went the cheap route on the first exhaust. GP Shorties. Got them used from a guy who had a Scout and was upgrading his exhaust for $40, so I couldn't really complain. I just couldn't have this thing sounding like a sewing machine. It was super quiet. The Harley guys were laughing at me, I'll tell you. They're brutal. So just put a little temporary solution on there until get the funds to get a stage 1. Probably go 2 into 1. Haven't decided yet. Everybody was doing the Freedom Performance. I might just do the Bassani. I had a good experience with that on my previous Scout. But I did see a really cool Scout online the other day. It had a Mayhem exhaust. I haven't had a chance to check them out, but looked really cool, 2 into 1. So check them out, see what the price is on that. So obviously, this being the inaugural video of my channel, I'm not one to edit. I don't have all that crazy stuff on my computer or whatever. So these are just going to be continuous videos, no cuts, nothing, just raw rides around Southwest Florida with me rambling on about whatever. But yeah, like and subscribe. Like I said, just trying to get this channel off the ground. Not looking for, super chats or none of that. I just like to ride. Give you guys some content to watch and to listen to. While you're out and about or sitting on the couch. That's what I do. I'm not much in a TV program, so I just watch YouTube videos all day. Mostly about motorcycles as well. Yeah, we'll take when we get there, we'll take a walk around the bike. Show you guys her full glory. She's really love this bike. Some of you may be asking, why haven't you turned down your mirrors? Like I said, the wife wants to learn how to ride, and she sat on one at the dealership that had the mirrors inverted and hanging down, and she didn't like it. So, like I said, just trying to get her more into riding. She's obviously on the back of the Challenger a lot, but she showed an interest in learning how to ride, so got rid of the sport bike, well, naked bike, I guess you could call it, Kawasaki Z900, another fantastic motorcycle. You can tell that I love motorcycles. I don't think I've ever ridden a bad motorcycle. I've ridden some motorcycles that I'm like, it's not for me. Doesn't mean that it's not a bad bike. I'll give you a perfect example. Triumph Rocket 3. Fabulous motorcycle. Fabulous. But just not for me. Not something I would buy. Not something I would have in the garage. But yeah, it's a fantastic motorcycle. So, back to the story anyway. So, the wife wants to learn how to ride, so trade the old Z900 in to get this, let her pick the color, let her pick the options. So she's getting there. Slow process sometimes. I believe eventually she'll learn to be comfortable enough to take her test and be on two wheels with me. That's the ultimate goal. As much as I love her on the back of the motorcycle, especially on really like longer trips, I'd still like her back there, but nothing sexier than a woman on her own motorcycle, I'll tell you that. So like I said, with this being the inaugural video, we'll check it out. Might be able to get rid of the first few minutes or see me fumbling around with hooking it up to the phone. I guess that's my one biggest issue with the Sena 50C is all these steps to get the camera to start recording to the app on your phone if you don't want to just use the card. So I have an SD card in there. I don't know I think it's only like 128. But like I said, not having a laptop with all kinds of editing equipment on it or a home computer or whatever, try to post these up uncut. If I can trim the edges off so you guys don't see me fumbling around every time with this thing, I will do that. Did get an app for my phone that allowed me to join videos, so maybe there'll be times where I splice videos together or whatever to continue them. Yeah, don't criticize me for my legalities, or illegalities, I should say. Never said I was teaching a motorcycle safety course. Try to be responsible. Usually have gloves on. Always have a helmet on, even when I'm not recording. it's always a full face. I just gotta protect the noggin. The rest of me, I figure, can heal up. When I'm on the bobber, I'm usually wearing shorts. On the Challenger, I wear pants just because how everything sits heat-wise. For me, it's more comfortable. Like I said, the bobber is usually used for shorter rides, under an hour, so I'm usually going to a store or something. Going to get something to eat. I'm on a Challenger, not all the time, but usually longer rides, and just better protected. In my mind, anyway. I know technically jeans will shred, pants will shred, unless you're wearing a crash suit. It doesn't really matter. Once you hit the asphalt and slide, it's gone. But it makes the wife feel better too. So, rather than keep her happy, I keep riding. As you can tell, it's still loud at idle. Hopefully you guys can hear it. It's pretty much straight piped with the GP shorties on there. Almost 3 to 5 out, depending on traffic. And traffic looks like it's going to be 5. All it takes is one person. And yeah, so I'm not the world's greatest rider. I'm not going to be busting out wheelies on or dragging a knee or any of that stuff. I just like riding, man. next video, I'll go into why I'm such an Indian fanboy. I do like all motorcycles, but always people ask me, like, why didn't you get a Harley? Why'd you go Indian? So maybe will be the next story I tell. But for now, there is Stu's. That's my dealership. Of course, I'm early. If you're on time, you're late. I would normally go across, but I'm on camera now. Oh, look, there's another Bobber 20. I love it. And a Challenger. Almost looks like my garage, just different colors. Alright, guys. Go ahead and give you a quick walk around of the bike. I'll show you this. Hopefully it's coming out as cool as she looks. GP Shorties. Obviously the chrome is because black powder coated parts are hard to find. But that's how we got it so fast. I could have waited probably on the black powder coated parts.